Is love like Spanish hot chocolate? If it's too thick, arguments get spicier.
Spicier. Okay. First and foremost, hot chocolate is not spicy. It's sweet. But then this can be a kind of oxymoron as well.
Okay.
Because there are brands. Me and my wife, we actually had tried that. So there was a brand out here, I think Sugar and Spice, or maybe some brand out here, who kind of got few cakes which were like a mixture of sweet and spicy. So it was like chocolate, chili, and all those things.
Okay.
So it's actually very interesting. So the moment you have it, it's actually very interesting. So yes, both I feel are important. The chili is also important. The sweetness is also important, and hot chocolate is on the spicier side. But I would not mind maybe if there's a bit of kind of like chilliness somewhere.
Yeah.
But then that should be very subtle.
Okay.
And balanced with that sweetness.
Yes, friends. Today is all about decoding Soham Majumdar. Not just the words he writes, but the emotions, the struggles, the humor, and even the economics behind the lyricist's journey. So whether you are from Kolkata, Mumbai, Madrid, or Manhattan, this adda is for you only. So sit back, join us as we open the book of Soham's life, line by line, lyric by lyric. Over to you, Soham. Welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for having me here. So definitely, music knows no boundaries. So I'm happy to hear that people from all around the world, they're loving the music. And I've recently checked my Apple Music data as well, my Shazam count as well. So that also bears testimony to the same thing, that music knows no boundaries. And thank you so much for having me here. Yeah.
Friends, I was just stunned or spellbound after looking into the data of Soham. In Spotify, it was more than 3 million streams. And the song Jana Pai, it was streams 21 lakhs. And amazingly, he has a fan following of more than 1,000 in Singapore. People from Tajikistan or USA or UK are huge fans of Soham. Soham, I do not want to go into the data of Soham. Rather, I would like to ask Soham, are you aware of the data?
So yeah, I'm not a very number-oriented person, because I feel it's like I should also always like kind of give my best, and it's never enough for me. So I kind of look at the numbers to understand where the trend is going, but I'm not really kind of I flow with the way like my emotion takes me, rather than with numbers. But yes, it gives me immense pleasure to understand that people have been listening to me from different places, and Shazam count is increasing day by day. Also, the song you talked about, that's Jina Pai. So Jina Pai is it's like the latest one, and even that one crossed 2 million. So,
amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the love. Yeah.
So Soham, let us come out of data, because Soham cannot be encircled with data. While I was discussing with you and while I was doing our researches, I found that you started writing poems initially when you were in class 7. Yeah. You are basically from South Point School.
That is true. Yes, I'm a pointer. Yeah.
So South Point basically features in the Guinness Book of World Record.
Yes, we do have a world record for the most number of students.
So how was your journey, and how you started when you was at class 7? Just a kid of class 7 writing poems is unlikely.
Yeah, it's a wonderful journey. The main thing is when as we said, the Guinness Book of World Record, the Limca Book of World Record, which is there. So with regards to that, this also clearly mentions that your competition is that fierce, because so many people are there who are standing in the same crowd, and to be noticed among them is a challenge in itself. But then when you're chosen by God, I guess that's how it happens. So long story short, what happened was I got a book from my father. It was a notebook, but it was a very beautiful notebook. And usually when kids, they get notebooks in class 7 and stuff, they either play flames at the back of the copy, otherwise
or cartoons of teachers.
Yeah, cartoons of teachers, or maybe or
heartthrobs at that time.
Anything, something or the other, maybe just scribbling here and there, or maybe just drawing, paint, like something, whatever, wherever their imagination takes them. But then for me, I don't know. I mean, if I really, trust me, I didn't have any idea that I would be doing this. But then I found myself to be writing poems at that age. And yes, those poems were like kind of a little childish, because that was, my mind was not that matured at that point of time. But then slowly I understood that, yeah, this was my calling. But that was something which was unexpected even for me to have written like poems at that age. Yeah.
But when you were at class 9, you opted for accountancy or bookkeeping, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Is that data correct?
No, that's correct, because that's usually where life takes you. And I'm happy that I did that, because that is where I actually got to meet friends and interact with people who were not of Bengali origin, and which is why I got to interact with a lot of people who used to speak Hindi, and I also took Hindi as a third language at that point in time. And therein my grasp over the language kind of grew from there, and it's really helping me quite a lot nowadays.
So in the long run, the learning of Hindi from South Point,
yes,
helped you a lot.
Yeah, definitely it did. For sure.
And it was for 2 or 3 years, as I recall.
It was for 2 or 3 years, but then
the flair of the language, and probably you had also a love towards Hindi also.
Yeah, that's what. So when you are in love with something 2 or 3 years, it's not about time, basically. It's about the emotion.
Okay.
So, and then that kind of flourished into a full-grown profession eventually, yeah.
But after class 10, you opted for science.
Yeah.
That's...
So, yeah, actually...
I can't understand. Again, what was the reason of this shift?
So, I was too naive to understand that, and I was somehow coaxed and cajoled and convinced that since I used to love to play video games, as in like the computer games.
Correct.
So, I played everything from Max Payne to Nosferatu to whatnot, Need for Speed, all of them. So I was an avid gamer. So my family somehow convinced me that since you love computers, so since you love computer games, so you would be doing good in computer science. So I really did not have any idea, and nor was so much data available. Like you just search the internet and figure out what is going on. So, and then I found myself trapped in a web mystery of Python and Java and whatnot, and kind of lost my senses there. So yeah, it was a difficult phase of my life, yeah.
So basically, you were trying to find a password of your career.
Yes.
But that word password was the first song that was sung by you, that was sung by KK.
So yeah.
Have you ever thought like that? When you're looking for a password,
yes,
of life, of profession.
Correct.
KK had the password with him restored, or rather, it was predestined by God.
So yeah, actually.
Can you just tell me the journey?
So it's that's a beautiful way of saying that. I never
Thank you.
thought from that angle, but yes, now in retrospective, I do understand that that is true, because I was kind of wondering, not knowing what to do and stuff. But then this +2 which I did, therein I met a music director, Savvy, and he was my batchmate. So eventually he was the one who offered me password. So it was God's plan all through.
Okay,
he had kind of selected whom to choose, what to do, and what challenges he would be throwing my way. And slowly I kind of went through that phase, and the password was revealed to me. I had no clue that this song would be sung by KK. And to have the first song sung by a stalwart of that stature.
Correct.
It's I wouldn't say, I mean, dream is an understatement for that. So yeah, thank you. I'm ever grateful to everyone and to God for that.
So every podcast or every episode has its own name.
Correct.
So let us name today's episode at Decode Soham.
Okay.
How do you like it?
See, this is... It's actually interesting because now that you said the computer science aspect is also there, and then from there, the way my life shaped and how to decode that, it's a very interesting name for the postcard, for sure. Yes. But then my pen name, at times, it's Instant Lyrics. So... I mean, that also has the same relevance, as in like decoding.
But after class 12, you opted for hotel management at Taratola, Kolkata.
Yes. Okay.
So
yes. So my +2, after my +2, I somehow figured out that this won't happen because I'm not really into science and stuff. And there's and my aunt, she had a friend who was part of a college in Durgapur.
Okay.
So that is when that was a hotel management college. So I was kind of forced again by my family to go for an exam, which was a scholarship exam.
Okay.
In that institution. So I kind of went there fooling around that yes, I won't be selected and stuff. But even to my surprise, I got a scholarship there.
Okay.
And
amazing.
Now that 75% of my fees was being borne by the institution, I had no choice to back out.
Okay. So that was basically almost to a certain extent forced also on you.
Yes. But then wherever I go, I mean, initially it's forced, but then later I feel it was destined in some way or the other, because my love for food, I mean, kind of again bears testimony to the same thing. So it's like the same story again. That's something that has been going on for a long time. Yeah.
So after class 12, you went for hotel management, and later for your lyrics of "Let Me Fly," you had won the Euro Music Video Song Award.
Correct.
And was it linked? Well, what I exactly want to know, "Let Me Fly" means every time when you were in science, you wanted to fly. Then you wanted to fly when you was in hotel management. Was "Let Me Fly" a reflection basically of your thought process?
No,
or it was just an emotions recollecting from your tranquility, and then you wrote that one?
Not really. I mean, this particular song, it's got a different story altogether.
Okay.
Anyway, just coming back to my hotel management days, I'll just try to link these two. So, in my hotel management days, I did my hotel management from IHM Taratala eventually. And that's a premium institution.
Correct.
And by then I had already started my own band and stuff. I had started to play music full time. I was a bass guitarist and stuff. So all that had kind of started, that journey, that phase of my life had already started. So therein I was faced with a challenge wherein I was given a very high package, high like opportunity, like big opportunity of some very senior role as a trainee and stuff. But then the only choice I was given is either you take that, otherwise you leave that, because you need to change your city. And that was a time when I wanted to be there with my band, and I kind of decided not to follow that path. And then again, the MBA journey after that, it started off. Long story short, after that, what happened was, when this Let Me Fly is a different story altogether. The person who had composed Let Me Fly, Mr. Ashish Rigo, sir, had there was a mishap in his family.
Okay.
And and to kind of pay tribute to that, to pay homage to that, he had composed Let Me Fly. So it's basically the bird flying from the body.
Okay.
That kind of thing. But then Let Me Fly again has got immense. It's got immense love from animal lovers, because if you see the video,
correct,
it's about animals. I mean, human and animals. Yeah. So when the video was shot, it was like with people who are famous and their pets. So maybe a horse, maybe.
Correct.
So that was a very pure video, and that's probably the reason it got an award. Yeah.
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
So, Soham, what I want to understand from you,
Mm-hmm.
you worked with Shaan also.
Yes.
He's a celebrity, obviously. Mm-hmm. One of the pollsters of the Indian music who had taken music in a different level.
Correct.
And it started with KK basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you remember the first time when you met KK, or when you heard Sabi offered you to work with KK? What was your mental state, or what is your emotion? Just can you recollect your emotion for the listeners of this podcast?
Yeah, it's like it's a beautiful experience, and it's one hell of a roller coaster ride that happened actually. So when this particular song was offered to me, so I was like, I was told, Savi called me up, and he told me that we only have.
It was in which year?
So the song came out in 2018 or 19 end.
No,
December.
when Sabi called you.
Savi, it was probably close to a year before this thing came out. The movie came out. Maybe because we worked on that song for quite some time. Quite some time. So anyways, so basically the challenge I was given was 4 hours is what I have to log the hook of the song.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a day when renovation was going on in my house.
Okay.
And my father was after my happiness with regards to what to do, what not to do, this, that. And they were
typically what happens in a middle class Bengali family.
That is true. And
the son needs to take care of everything.
And
after
needless
father.
to say, they are not from the musical background, and they don't have any artistic inclination whatsoever, which is why my journey becomes all the more difficult. Anyways, there my wife came to my rescue. So she somehow held my father back by kind of interacting with him and stuff. Wherein I went to the veranda and I sat down by myself, and I was kind of trying to lock the hook somehow, because 4 hours is all I had. And it was a big project because...
Okay, in 4 hours you have to complete the song.
Yes, we have to give a first draft. That is what I have, because once that is not done, many people are applying. So if that is not locked at that point of time, so we won't get an opportunity. And it was Dev's movie, and Dev is definitely a celebrity. So it was a big opportunity for me at that point in time. So, but then... When I was working, my father even went to the extent of sending the carpenter. And
when you're sitting at the veranda and writing the
and so song. He was like, Dada, what to do and stuff. So I was like, I don't know, my love, you do it on my head or whatever. I mean, I really don't care, because I'm in a different world right now. So anyways, but then finally I locked that song, and then after... lot of WhatsApp conversations, because this particular song primarily it was written over WhatsApp. Maybe I had a word with Savi once or twice, that too for 1 or 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes. But then the entire song happened on WhatsApp. So it's like, if we open our WhatsApp conversation, it's like kind of maybe 15, 20, 25, 30 pages. I don't know what. So that's the way it was. And I used to send draft after draft after draft. And if something resonated with him, he'll send me back, yeah, this is okay. Otherwise, I kept on sending. So because I was new then also, I did not know how to
how to interact and how
the tricks of the trade I did not know.
Correct.
So basically, anyways, that was a long time back. Finally, after the song was locked and stuff, everything was done. One fine day, Savi called me, and he was like, "I have a surprise for you."
Okay.
Like, what surprise? So he was like, "Just open your phone, and I'm calling you on video call." Or yeah, I'm calling. So basically, I opened the phone, and I saw that this. I think probably he sent me a video or something, wherein KK was singing my song.
Oh, amazing!
And the moment I saw that, my phone kind of dropped from my hands. I was like shell shocked and pinched myself and stuff. Is this actually happening? But then again, that was true. And finally, couple of days before like Password released, I had the opportunity to meet him for the first time because he came to my hometown. And that was a wonderful experience. I remember I was at the staircase of the RV van, and he was giving some interview and all. So he was like kind of looking at me, who this person is and stuff. So that way. But then the moment he got to know that I am the same person who's written this particular song, he kind of held me like he's been knowing me for the past, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years or something. And the warmth was incredible. Like there's nothing that can actually,
until unless you feel it.
There's nothing that can kind of, and that's what is really there in my memory. And that's why I composed and wrote the song, which is a tribute to him. So that song is already on YouTube. Pal Do Pal.
Pal Do Pal, correct.
That was something which I had written for him because I really wanted to gift him something special. Because after all that he has given to all of us, so yeah, it was a magical experience, and all that is there on my YouTube as well. So if you search Lyrics Soham or Soham Majumdar, if you search Soham Majumdar Lyricist, whatever, if you search that particular profile on YouTube, you'll find there's a video wherein KK is kind of hugging me, and that's a special moment.
Okay.
So I kept that moment.
It's like a pinch me moment for anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's more than a pinch me moment. Hit me moment.
In Singapore, I know, everyone knows they are Indians.
Yeah, and you were also asking about Shaan, so just to...
Yeah, I'm coming to Shaan.
Yeah, okay.
But one question that I was very curious to understand. In Singapore, your fan followers are more than 1,000. And I was stunned to see in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they understand Hindi or not. In US, there may be many Indians or Bengalis or UK to a certain extent, fine, accepted. Because your fan following in US, UK, UAE, Saudi, fine. We all have a good connect with them.
Correct.
But Kazakhstan, that is the place, that is amazing. People do understand Hindi or Bengali, obviously I can rule it out.
See, Tajikistan...
And even in Spain, when I was surfing, in Spain also you have a good fan following.
Yeah, so this also bears testimony to the fact that music does not have any boundary whatsoever.
Excellent.
It connects everyone, and it's never about the language. It's all about the emotion. So I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful to everyone. I'm thankful to everyone that took their time out of their busy schedule to listen to words which I've penned. And I would also thank people whom I've worked with in all those projects, because it's never a one-man job. It's always a teamwork. So it's as much theirs as it's mine. So thank you everyone for making this happen. Yeah.
I must not forget what you told about your wife. How she supported you.
Yes.
So can you give some more examples or sweet memories? How you meet her?
So
your first date.
So meeting is basically thanks to Facebook.
Okay.
So that is where kind of met her, and
But
she's,
she was from outside Kolkata, I think.
yeah, she's from Asansol.
Okay.
So basically, I went there to meet her for the first time,
Oh,
and
that's Lava Soham.
yeah. That was it. Was all those moments were there, but we had our share of struggle, our hardships, and all. Everything was there, but then she was rock solid by my side, and that pillar, the support was incredible, and she's the main reason I am doing. I'm a lyricist, because there was one point in time wherein I was faced with the question whether to continue as a bass player in a band, because I had been playing for quite a long time and people knew me, and I was like a regular bass player at a lot of gigs and a lot of projects and stuff. But then again, I was as far as lyric is concerned, I was new. I really didn't know anyone. I didn't have any project at in my hand or something, and that was a challenge wherein she helped me. She told me that as a bass player, with due respect to everyone, bass player is part of the band, but then when you are a lyricist, you are on your own, as in like you are basically you're giving birth to that particular creation. So it's a difficult journey, but once you embark on it, it's more rewarding. B is God has chosen you for this. Like
Exactly.
Music is something which you have kind of honed over the ages. You have understood that, but then lyric is something which comes to you naturally. Class 7, you hardly knew anything and you've been writing, and then it's not just one language. I write in a lot of languages, like
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, sure.
Guruji,
Mm-hmm.
late Monojit Dotto.
Yes.
To a certain extent, not to a certain extent, he was the main person
Mm-hmm.
who molded you from clay to a piece of artwork,
Yeah,
if I say in that way.
that is true. Yes.
About Guruji.
Yeah. So
But he was very strict, what I have heard.
extremely, yes. So he's like kind of like a coconut.
Okay.
So coming back to what I was saying, and then
Yeah.
I'll come back to Guruji. So basically, the thing was I write in multiple languages. I write in Hindi, English, Bengali, Punjabi, and Rajasthani. These are basic languages, and also languages which I don't know. I try to understand the
Spanish
sound.
is one of those
Spanish-
in your early years, what
Yes.
you tried.
So this is where
Yes.
I wanted to connect back, because Spanish, even few days back I wrote a few Spanish lines. I don't know if I can. Just 1 minute. I'll just figure out if I have that in my phone or something. Just 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
So okay. So yeah, I won't
You
be able
just
to
try to
reveal this
find it
much.
out.
Yeah. So I've just got it. So it's very small. So it's simple stuff like en mi corazón, tanto espacio. So
Okay.
these are very simple lines which I often use in my songs. So the fact that I understand and I know these are this is basically because of my Guruji, because I used to play in a Latin band. I was a Latin bass player, and Guruji molded me from scratch, because I didn't know much about Latin. I didn't know anything about Latin music, and I was when I met with Guruji, I was actually working in my office, and by God's grace, I had finished my target for the day and stuff.
Okay.
So I used to work as a HR recruiter in Mufford Instead. So anyway, so from there I kind of went and joined Guruji and became a full-time bass player. So that is very important, because you need a father figure to kind of guide you and to mold you into what you're actually capable of. So Guruji definitely was that person, and for us it was like he was harsh, definitely, if you don't do your job. But then once you are dedicated to your music and to life, and once you're a good person, so there's no one like him. And for us, that our class was like kind of, we used to go to a place of worship. So he used to say we like pray with music. So we didn't play music, we used to pray with music.
Okay, amazing. There's pray with music.
Yes. So that's our mantra of life, you can say. Yeah.
So from hotel management, Spanish, then I cannot restrict myself to ask you whether love is like a paella. It is a Spanish dish. Give it some time and the flavors come out together perfectly.
Okay. Yeah. So paella is a dish which I love a lot.
Oh, amazing. So I've asked you the right question,
yes,
I
yes.
think.
And the paella for paella, the main thing is the crust which is there. Like,
Okay.
so for a good paella, that it needs to be extremely crispy at the bottom.
Okay.
So which means the base layer will get burnt and kind of charred. And that is the essence of a good paella.
Okay.
So you can put anything in that. You can put sausages. You can put seafood in that. Everything can be put. So bombola rice is what you need for the paella. So anyways, so I'm not sure about the brand of rice which I said. I mean, it's something similar to this. Whatever. So where the question where we are stuck is basically paella is definitely like a relationship, because at the bottom it kind of gets charred. It would like kind of hurt at some point in time, but when you go up slowly, it's kind of a beautiful emulsification of different flavors and different textures and everything. And the moment you put it in your mouth and you kind of savor it, you understand why it is so special. Yeah.
So I've asked the right question to the right person only.
Yeah.
Is love like Spanish hot chocolate? If it's too thick, arguments get spicier.
Spicier. Okay. First and foremost, hot chocolate is not spicy. It's sweet. But then this can be a kind of oxymoron as well.
Okay.
Because there are brands. Me and my wife, we actually had tried that. So there was a brand out here, I think Sugar and Spice, or maybe some brand out here, who kind of got few cakes which were like a mixture of sweet and spicy. So it was like chocolate, chili, and all those things.
Okay.
So it's actually very interesting. So the moment you have it, it's actually very interesting. So yes, I mean, both I feel are important. The chili is also important. The sweetness is also important. And hot chocolate is on the spicier side, but I would not mind maybe if there's a bit of kind of like chilliness somewhere.
Yeah.
But then that should be very subtle.
Okay.
And balanced with that sweetness. So that is what makes
all this you
special.
learned at Taratala Hotel Management Institute, or
So-
later in the due course of
No,
life.
see, we definitely learned the most of the things at Taratala, because I was lucky because it was a premier institution. It's like
Correct. It is probably number one, as well the ranking number one, number two in
yeah,
India.
it's among the top
Top three, yeah.
three. And I was lucky because I cleared joint. My rank was below 1,000 and stuff, so which is why I got such a premier institution. And it's like we have different like the first year it's basically about the soups and sauces, mother sauces, bechamel sauce, veloute sauce,
Okay.
all those things, the soups and all the sauces. And then the second year is basically about Indian cuisine. So Indian cuisine, all the regions, starting from Goa to Kerala to like Rajasthan to West Bengal. So it's kind of each and every class it's about one region. So that way, so you learn that and then you kind of cook that. So it's a very interesting thing. So that is why, and then the third year is primarily about international cuisine, as in like French cuisine.
Oh.
So yeah. Eau d'oeuvre, entrée, relève, poulet, all those things. So that way, so the classic French course and stuff. So that is something which was very interesting for me, because I was always drawn towards French cuisine, and I used to actually exchange my lunches with my seniors when I was in class, when I was in second year as well.
Okay.
So I used to give them my Indian food, and I used to take their thing, and they also were very happy because they didn't like having so much steamed and all those things, and I was like always drawn to that. So that way, and I was very lucky. And right now, Raja Sadhukan sir is the principal.
Okay.
And he's the principal presently. He's doing wonderful. He's like kind of bringing so much. So we have our own patented our own patented sweet, which is there. It's with activated charcoal and stevia and all. So it's very it's unique. So lot of patents are being filed in the name. So, and all thanks to Raja sir, and also my batchmates. They're doing pretty well right now. So Samuel, Shubhadeep, all of them, and they're teachers right now. So I'm very happy. In fact, this year also in Gourmet Night, our annual festival is Gourmet Night. So in Gourmet Night, I wrote and composed the theme song, and everybody was happy. So I have very good relation with them, and I was lucky to have teachers like Raja sir and all, who kind of guided me a lot. So there were times wherein I could not kind of reach college, but despite that I got some attendance because I was because I was true to my heart, basically.
Correct.
So there were teachers who were very sweet. They guided me. It's not that I did not see, the college was very strict. So if you have to enter at 9:15, so you have to enter at 9:15, and I was like 2 or 3 minutes here there.
So everyone adjusted
like
that.
There are a lot of people who were locked and all, but since I was into all these curricular activities, so I was kind of let go, and Raja sir and all, they kind of helped me a lot to get attendance. So that way, so that really helped a lot. Yeah.
So what hurts you more, a breakup or a burnt tortilla espanola?
See, burnt tortilla is any food burnt would hurt. But then there are times owing
Tandoori is obviously a burnt food,
it's charred. It's charred, and its taste is in that charred flavor. That is true. But then I have had instances wherein I kind of cooked wonderfully, and at one point in time, maybe I was cooking a biryani or something. So my wife said that, "Oh, it's so beautiful. So why are you making the biryani? Just hold on, like we'll have this with roti and stuff." So I was like, "No, I'll make biryani and all." And then all of a sudden my work came. I forgot all about that, and then 40 minutes down the line, I'm getting this burnt smell and stuff. So the entire rice is burnt. So the mutton is burnt and stuff. So then we scraped the burnt bits, and somehow we had those. So these things keep on happening. So burnt food is definitely a pain. But then relationship breakup, I feel, is more of a pain because it kind of breaks you from inside, and you take a long time. It's not just about relationship in love, any relationship for that matter, because it kind of leaves a lot of scars, and it takes time to heal. But then those are also required, because when you're writing a heartbreak song, you need to understand. You need to understand what that person is going through. So unless until you have been there, so you won't understand what that person is going through. You have to experience hell to write hell. So that's important.
Do you remember the first time you met Shaan? Was it magical or awkward, like a missed note?
See, missed note is not awkward if if it's done on purpose. So would you be asking me something about Victor Wooten? I'm saying, do you have a question on Victor Wooten? Then I would be just
I'll be going for Victor Wooten also.
You would be going, no?
Yeah.
So just
let us start from Victor Wooten, then let us shift to
yeah, that's fine. So missed note is something which is important. This is where I had like in 2010, Victor Wooten came to my city, Kolkata.
Oh.
And since I was a bass player, I somehow got the tickets and stuff. So I got ticket for his workshop and for his performance as well. So he came with Prasanna and other legends.
Okay.
So Bangalore Amrit was there, Ghatam Karthik ji was there, a lot of senior players were there. So having said that, there was in this workshop only, he was showing us how if you're constantly playing wrong notes, it would become a right note. After a time, if you're playing the wrong note, one time after a while it'll sound like it's a right note. So that's psyche. The mind, it understands that, so this is right, this is not wrong. The way when you listen to jazz, initially it would sound bad, like kind of it's somewhere off. But then the moment you understand it and you kind of get into the nuances, so because Latin is very close to jazz, so you used to play Latin jazz and as music as well. So that way it kind of grows on you. So coming back to your question, a missed note is something which would not really hurt much, because if a wrong note does not hurt, the miss note definitely would not hurt much. And Victor Wooten was one person who told me that who told us that I have just brought some spices. Now, if you want to use these spices in your cooking, you are most welcome to do that. If you don't, just don't. So it takes a lot of heart to say that, because a person of that stature, whatever he's teaching us, we would kind of grasp everything. But he's saying, like, if you don't need it, don't use it. And there was at one point of time I got over emotional, and I had a chance to ask him a question. So I started by saying that I am a huge fan of yours, and I watch all your shows and all, and I have seen you playing, Reggie playing, and all, everyone, and I want to be like you. So this is where he stopped me.
Okay.
So he just told me that, hold on, hold your horses. I know you love me. I know you admire me and all. That's okay, but don't ever try to be like me. Because,
imitate like him.
Yeah, don't try to imitate me. Because when you want to be like me, fine. But when you would finally become me, by the time I would have gone 500 miles ahead.
Correct.
So you would eventually never become me. Correct. Because I am evolving every day. So just be the best version of yourself. You can make me your inspiration.
It is his humbleness.
This is his humbleness, and this is where this was a major turning point of my career, wherein I did not, I kind of definitely looked up to people, but then I never imitated anyone whatsoever. And this is where. And coming back to the point which you brought up, Shaan,
yeah,
he is a wonderful human being, and I was lucky. He's sung many of my songs. So he's sung in Bengali, he's sung in Hindi as well.
Also, yeah.
So and at one of my music launches, I met him, and after the launch, I was just speaking to him. So he also said that Soham is a very special name for me, because his son's name is Soham as well.
Okay.
So that shot is also there on my YouTube.
Oh, fine.
So yeah, he's a wonderful human being, and there's a reason why he's where he is right now.
Okay. So you have worked with Shaan, you have worked with KK also.
Mm-hmm.
KK, what we understand from the other side of the stage, he's a very fun-loving or musty-loving person. Very happy-go-lucky type when he's to sing. Was he same behind the stage also? Or he was very serious?
See, the main thing about KK is he's a family person. He is not kind of one who would kind of sway here, there, everywhere. He's a very anchored person.
Okay.
Even after working with him, I only had one phone number, which was a normal number, and maybe an email. So there was only once he had texted me.
Okay.
So I still carry that text with me, because it was before he left us. So definitely he's a very fun oriented, and he's a wonderful person, but then he's a very serious person as well, as far as music is concerned. He would not take any nonsense whatsoever. So he's very serious about that, and that is the reason why he's like irreplaceable even today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
So if you had to describe your journey with Shaan and KK in one dish, what would it be like? Dal and chawal or spicy chaat?
KK and Shaan. Okay. No, this would be dal and chawal for me, because staple is more important for me. Correct. Because it was the foundation of my career, specifically KK. Mm-hmm. That is where it started from. So if I consider it as spicy chaat, so it would be a short-lived career. Okay. But then I believe in long-term relationships. So even if I'm working in whatever projects, I have been people whom I've worked with 3-4 years back. They still kind of ask for me, even if I don't have dates. They wait for me, and then we work. So I am a person who would believe in that. But having said that, chat is also important, but in bits and pieces. Yeah.
Okay. You have done MBA also.
Uh-huh.
After hotel management.
Correct.
So, Ongshuman MBA in 2023. It is a Bengali one.
Mm-hmm.
There is a famous song which became very viral, popular, and whatnot. Was Piriti Kathale Ratha.
Yeah. So, if I translate Piriti Kathale Ratha, it would be that too much of affection. It's kind of, it would kind of be, it would stick to you for a long time, and it would at one time become unbearable.
Okay.
So too much love will kill you, as Queen said. Too much love will kill you. So it's basically the same statement, and it's a wonderful Baul song. And then we kind of gave a different
dimension
and a different covering to that song, so that it would be more palatable to people of today's time. So, but when I saw Angshuman MBA, I was kind of, even I smirked a bit, because when you are an MBA and when you write,
exactly, that's why I'm asking
MBA.
you.
But then this particular song of mine, this did not have an MBA angle. This was a kind of a wedding song, so it was different. But then when I saw the movie, it kind of I connected to it quite a lot. So that is, yeah.
But in the same year, 2023, as far as I recollect, Bhula Dena, you had written for Safed and for Chipkali also. So how do you manage when a Bengali, then Hindi, again some Punjabi works are there?
So I never classify on the basis of language. For me, it's work. Irrespective of whatever language. I mean, as I said, I have songs in Odia as well, but I don't know Odia if I'm supposed to say. The way a singer, he kind of sings that in that language. So, yes, that song, if you ask anything about that song, that person would be knowing. That way, if you ask me what I have written, I know what I have written. But then, learning the language in totality, all the grammar and everything, that is a long journey. That would take time. But then, from our arts perspective, writing that song, you would definitely have to understand the basics of grammar and understand what is going on. But that is a part which is important, and that is why I write in multiple languages. Yeah. So
again, if I just see, you had done have written for a Bengali.
You had also asked me. Can you repeat the question which you said right now? The previous one.
Which one? Regarding?
The one, this one. The one I was answering right now.
Okay. So it was basically regarding how you manage this shift. Oriya, then Punjabi, then English, Hindi. Okay. And 2023, if I see, when you had done Angshuman MBA.
I get it. I got your question.
One more question is there.
Yes,
one more movie, if you recollect. Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So coming to the most important project of among these, it was Bhula Dena, because that was a song for which
I was coming to that.
Yeah. So last year I got you can ask.
No. Okay. I was going to ask about Bhula Dena before that you only told.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So basically this was the movie for which I got Safed. So this was the movie for which I got upcoming Lyricist of the Year nomination for Radio Mirchi Awards last year, the last one.
Yeah.
So,
amazing.
And the most important and the most pertinent question out here is that how did I make that happen? So basically, when Bhula Dena happened, I was just writing. I just wrote it like that. I didn't have any brief whatsoever. I didn't know what the movie was about. Nothing at all.
So but normally you were briefed about the movie, no?
Yeah, but this was before that. No, because this did not have any brief whatsoever. It was a song bank. It was one among the songs which were then there in the bank. So whatever that melody spoke to me, I just wrote. And finally, when it got selected in the particular project, there were stalwarts in that project. There was Aim Turas ji, Mehboob ji, all senior lyricists were there in the project. Even from singers, there was Sonu ji was there, Sonu Nigam, Shilpa Rao was there in that particular project. So I was happy that my name came among those people in that particular project. So they launched a credit list poster and I was happy seeing my name among all those stalwarts. But then the only question is, like, the only thing which strikes me is so many big people were there, and had they wanted, they would have taken a moment to remove my name from that or just rewrite the song whatsoever. But then the positivity was so much in that particular song, and then when I actually saw the web series, it's there on Z5, Safed. It's called Safed. So now when you see it with that perspective in mind, you understand that why not even a single word was tampered.
Okay.
Because that was exactly what the doctor ordered. And that is the magic of writing. It's never about the language shift. It's about the sound.
Okay.
It's about the sound the word makes.
Interesting. And challenging too.
Yes. So lyricists, when they're starting off, they focus quite a lot on the grammar, on all those things. But it's primarily you are speaking to that melody. And the melody should also reciprocate. So that is important. So you need to understand what sound that particular word is making. And accordingly, you need to play with those sounds and ensure that it is sounding musical.
Okay.
That's important. So it's never about the language. So that is why the shifting is not difficult for me, because I never think that I'm writing a Bengali. So yes, definitely a lot of songs, they have their own requirements. For example, if I'm writing a Durga Puja song, so I know what kind of soundscape the song would be falling into, and what kind of word selection I would be doing. So I have to set my arsenal in that in that way. But then apart from that, it's primarily about the sounds. It's what that melody is saying.
In Bhula Dena, how is the duality of memory and emptiness expressed?
So Bhula Dena is...
Was it your own experience or something like that? Or it was just Ma Saraswati was on your pen and it went on, and that's why the lyrics came out?
First and foremost, Bhula Dena, I never had the brief. So I don't know. I didn't know at that point in time what it was exploding. But then when I wrote it, usually, as I said, the music speaks to me and God flows through me. My responsibility is to take myself off that particular flow, because that is where the creation happens. But the dichotomy of memories and letting go and kind of your own like how much value you put on yourself, those things are important. And this particular movie, it was very unique. It is very unique. It is about a relationship between a transgender and a widow.
Exactly.
Both are ostracized by the society to some extent. So keeping that in mind, their mental dimensions, the way it is exploding that, and whatever is going on in their mind, I'm happy that what I wrote at that point in time, it is kind of echoing what these characters are going through right now. Yeah.
And what about Oh Lovely?
Oh Lovely, it is
a different ballgame altogether.
Yes, it was a different ballgame altogether. And there was a political angle to that as well. I'm not getting into those details, but then whatsoever, the song, the main song, I wrote one song which is called Monopakhi in Oh Lovely.
Monopakhi.
And that song is the song which kind of takes the entire movie through. So it's like, that is one song till now probably in my career, which the entire song has been used, A, and B is it came twice in the movie. So once in the first part and once in the second part. So it was cut, and that song itself is taking the movie. It's kind of handholding the movie and kind of taking it through the twists and turns. So that is a big achievement for a lyric writer to kind of write in place of a script writer and to take the story forward. So that was an opportunity which Oh Lovely gave me. So I'm sure, like, people who have heard Oh Lovely, like Monopakhi, they love the song because of the way it is kind of flowing throughout the movie. Yeah.
From another very special song, special lyrics also I liked was Beintehaan. It was around 4 lakh plays.
Mhm.
So was it your personal experience?
See,
Or some-
Beintehaan probably
It
is...
is the language of a lover.
Yeah, Beintehaan definitely is language of a lover, limitless.
Limitless.
So that is, I believe, how love should be. But then Beintehaan as a project, it was a project which was kind of... it was from a singer who... It was the first song of that person. So it was not not a famous as such celebrity or someone who was singing this song. So
Correct.
that song kind of, on its own merit, it reached listeners and people loved it and all those things happened. So this is the power of independent music.
Okay.
It's always not about the film music. Like, independent music also has its own listener base, and when people connect to that, it kind of makes us artists, we feel good. So there's no big backing behind that song, nothing at all. And
Exactly.
now that you're telling about that song, that itself bears testimony to how far that song has gone on its own.
If I compare the Talli song, I liked it.
Mhm.
So what was the thought process when you had written the Talli song?
See, Talli song was a very clear brief given by the music director,
Okay.
Groove.
It was pre-biffed one.
Yeah, it was pre-biffed. So this was a thing wherein it was basically about a person who would be like kind of drunk at the middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in the middle of the night, and then they would kind of go ahead and whatever they would be doing, going into the pubs and stuff,
Correct,
bars
correct.
and stuff. So it's basically something which someone who has been to Goa would be facing every day. So it's kind of a very in-your-face kind of song. There's nothing much hidden in those words. It's what you hear is what you see.
Okay, assume you are Rupam of class 7, Soham of class 7.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if you are allowed to start again, how will you start? Again from poems or writing a book? Then again back to lyricist or as a music director?
See, the first thing is it was never my choice, and it never will be my choice. It's all predestined. It's all written before.
That is your humbleness.
Not really. Matlab, if I am going back,
Writing
then
10
also,
to 15 per day and a varied language. Okay, God has gifted you,
yeah.
but you have nurtured that.
So
You have practiced that and you have excelled. That goes without saying.
thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So,
But obviously, sky is the limit.
yeah, I haven't even scratched the surface of what lies inside. I haven't. I'm just kind of picking pebbles on the seashore. So it's a vast open ocean out there. But again, as I said, I believe in destiny quite a lot. And if today also I'm being thrown at that point in time, where in class 7, I would still wait for orders from the higher power. Whatever, maybe if it decides it's the same journey, it'll be the same journey. If it decides it's a different journey, but then I am grateful that through someone he gave me the instruction that this is where this is your calling. That is somewhere people falter a lot. So A is the courage to let go of everything and rush after your calling.
Is it
Go
from
to-
the South Point tagline, which was earlier? I don't know whether it is now. Courage to know.
Courage to know is there, definitely. That is what we are. For pointers, courage to know it's not just a tagline, it's
Exactly.
a way of
It's a
life.
way of life.
It's a way of life. So whenever we find something, we kind of go into the depth and try to find out what is going on beneath the surface. So that's important. But then, having said that, it's important to understand, because now today wherever I'm standing,
Yeah.
I am there only because these experiences have been with me. So if I'm going back to class 7 and standing where I am today without those experiences, it's kind of only the surface is there. Below there's nothing. So the iceberg is just on top. So it would sink anyway. So it's like the moment the ice melts, it's gone. Nothing is there. But then an iceberg is as much on top as much as it
Correct.
is at the bottom.
There's more on the bottom.
Yeah, it's actually more. So
1/8.
that is
Mathematical
important.
speaking, it's 1/8 basically.
Correct. So I'm bad with numbers. I run from maths. So I am explaining from my artistic point of view. So I feel that it's not always about what is shown on the surface. It's more about what is inside you that's important.
But still, why not authoring a book?
That is on the cards.
Because you also need to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
Because after some time, you will be also forgetting so many things we are discussing today. So I can understand you are just recollecting from your memories. Okay. But how long without Decoding Soham will be printed?
See,
And have you ever thought like that?
yes, definitely. See, it's always...
Because when you're discussing at Jumia Adda, I also expect there must be an impact on the society or on the guest at least. So
Yeah.
on that perspective, I'm asking.
See, from
you.
our point of view, leaving an impact on the society and leaving something behind is very important. And it's not always about a book being a physical medium. It's also about like nowadays ebooks are there, audiobooks are there, wherein people can connect and relate to it quite a lot. So even if they don't have time to read a book, they can kind of put their headphones on and listen to what is going on.
Correct.
So that way it is very important. But then I would want to do something which is special, which has not been done before, because I've always been a trailblazer. It's not I have been a trailblazer, and I believe in being a trailblazer because I kind of like exploring uncharted domains. So I have few ideas in mind. I would be exploring them, but then right now my schedule is really chock-a-block with different assignments and stuff, which is why even when friends are calling me, if I'm speaking to someone, I'm writing a song, and that person can understand that, yes, are you writing a song? Because my answers, they kind of come in a delayed way. So once I'm out of this situation, I would be going ahead. But then by God's grace, I am thankful that these projects are there, and it's always not about immediate rewards, it's about the long-term thing.
Correct.
I mean, when you're building a legacy, you don't need to at least I don't think that what I'm getting today, it's more about what I'm leaving behind and how in the long run it would be affecting people. So that's important.
At least of Soham Part 1, we can always expect a book.
Yes, we are. I'm absolutely thinking.
So my commitment to you is also, I'll be inviting you for another podcast before your next book release or after the next book release.
Yeah, sure. And I have some unique ideas with regards to that book as well.
We'll discuss. We'll discuss.
Yeah, which has not been explored before.
Okay, amazing.
So let's see.
Keeping our fingers crossed for all listeners and all your fans.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, definitely.
Soham, Beatles Let It Be, or Gulzar Sab's Chhaiya Chhaiya, or Spanish Besam Mucho. How this helped you emotionally or inspired you? In some of the lyrics, it was evident that Let It Be had a very good positive impact on you. Was my understanding correct?
It's basically not about, if I can select these three songs as representatives of three different parts of my songwriting, or maybe three different genres, if I can take in that way. So yes, Let It Be as a song, there are a couple of things which it taught me. First and foremost, Beatles as a band, they stayed together for so long. So I believe in teamwork. That is one point. Second is, Beatles song, it has a lot of chord changes. So despite so many melody changes, it's still one song and it sounds good. So that's something which it taught me. So today when I'm given complicated fractions to write on, I really don't fear it that much. So I go ahead with the flow and I can kind of write that. So that is something which that particular songs taught me. Gulzarji's songs, it's got richness, it's got a lot of depth. And third song which we were talking about? So Besame Mucho is about emotions. Kiss Me Softly, Besame Mucho.
Correct. That was a Spanish song.
Yeah. Love me like mucho, lot. So
what does it exactly mean?
Besame is soft slowly, and mucho is much.
Okay.
So like that way, that is it. So Spanish is, as a language, it's got a lot of nuances. It's got a lot of kind of depth is there. It's as a language is it's very deep. It's very deep rooted. So it's not always about the language. It's about the depth of the feeling.
Okay.
So mucho is much. Besame is kiss me. So kiss me much. So love me so much.
Okay, so it becomes love me so
Yeah,
much,
but it's a very tender love song. So it's if I'm going into relationships, if I'm thinking about the commitments and all those things, that is where Besame Mucho would come in, right? And again, Chaya Chaya, it's more about Bollywood. So right now, today, I am writing so many songs which would be probably like it's all in initial stages, so I would not reveal much. But then Bollywood is a different ball game altogether. It's all about the larger picture, bigger picture. So when your song would be shown, it would be shown to the entire world, and it would be shown in such a giant screen, the sound effects, this, that. So your word selection has to encompass all these things.
Okay.
So it's all about the bigger picture. So that is the way you need to think, and you need to alter your word selection. You need to alter everything in that way. So all of them definitely have got an impact. But then, having said that, for me, it's more about my signature style. So it's about what I have. So
that makes you unique, basically.
That is the reason.
You also met Yanni.
Yes.
Can you just share that experience?
Oh, Yanni. It's a beautiful experience. I met him at Chennai when he came to perform. So I went from Calcutta to Chennai just to meet him and just to see his shows. And I would want to talk about one incident wherein I went to his concert, and I was I went ahead of time, and maybe a few hours before the concert started and stuff. And I went to the venue and I saw that his drummer, Alex, was kind of sunbathing out there.
Okay.
So I struck a conversation with them, and it occurred to me that he's actually, finally he told me that he's from Nashville, Texas, and that is where Victor Wooten was from. So then I told him that I had met him and all that. So we had a very good friendly chat and stuff, and then he invited me to their sound check, which is...
But normally people do not allow.
Nobody is allowed. Nobody is allowed. But
so you're very lucky.
Yeah, definitely lucky. And when I went into the sound check, I was just behind that console. So I saw how organized they are. So it's just one switch of one press of the button, and all the faders, they kind of adjust to the song's settings, and then they kind of tweak it as per the hall. But then when I was there, I saw this one person, a very old person, kind of shabbily dressed person.
Who, Yanni?
I would not reveal it right now, but
okay.
So I was seeing this person who's he doesn't look to be Yanni under any circumstances. He was just kind of playing the piano, so anybody would think him to be a piano technician or something.
Okay.
But because that is his greatness. Because so I was who's this person? And maybe we are waiting for Yanni. Why doesn't he come? This, that, and all. Eagerly waiting for him. And then my friend was saying that no, he's Yanni. I was yeah, please, we have seen him with so many pianos on The Rain Must Fall, Nostalgia, and all those tracks, so the grandeur and all. So this can't be that person. It's no, this person is that person. And the moment he turned, I kind of...
You're shocked.
I was shell shocked, and the ground between my feet, it kind of shook and all. And I found out it was that person. So that moment taught me humility. That how humble that person can be. The band is not there whatsoever. He is just coming. He's just checking the piano like that. Alone. Nobody is there.
And also a perfectionist.
And then when the band is so... perfectionist, extreme. Because even in his concert, there was someone who held the dress he was wearing. And wherever he's going, he's supposed to go, he kind of held it and went through that particular route. So that how much light is falling on that, how much light is being emitted, and what is being shown in the camera, because everything would be recorded. Even that is calculated. So
The total research is done before the show.
Tremendous perfectionist and very fast. Such a huge orchestra team. Hardly they took around 30 minutes, 35 minutes for the sound check. Or 40 minutes, that's it.
Only?
That's it. And blast of a show. Blast of a show.
Excellent, excellent. All these things we do not know normally of the great men around us, whom we always adore.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
magical
Soham,
moments, yeah.
We are almost at the end of our podcast, rather adda in Bengali. So wish you all the best for the book. I am expecting it will be released very soon.
Yes, I would be seriously
so
considering that. Yeah.
Want to see the other side of Soham. And before we end or come to a conclusion, do you have any plans for the next generation who want to be lyricist?
Okay.
Because as such, we do not find any schools, curriculum like that. Or even in smaller towns also, or in the bigger towns also, bigger cities also.
Correct.
So, any plans to create more lyricists in future?
Right. So basically, first and foremost, this is something which I have been planning for a long time, and I do take very specialized sessions, one-to-one sessions, on people who are with people who are extremely interested in this particular field. But that would be definitely not from the grassroots level. It would be primarily people who are interested and who would want to understand the finer nuances of the art.
Okay.
That is important. So usually the way it is done is they kind of send me a message on Instagram. So my Instagram handle is Lyric Soham. That's L as in Lima, Y as in Yankee, R as in Roger, I as in India, C as in Canvas, S as in Sam, O as in Oscar, H as in Hotel, A as in Apple, M as in Mike. Lyric Soham, and that's my Insta handle. So if people are really serious, they can text me on that particular handle, or maybe if you have any questions about after this podcast, if you want to share something with me, you're more than welcome to head over to my Instagram and connect with me there. And with regards to the other part of the story, if I would want to leave something behind, yes, Instant Lyrics. That is the reason why Instant Lyrics took birth.
Okay.
So this is a platform wherein, first and foremost, Instant Lyrics is because by God's grace, I write really fast. So it really doesn't take me much time to write on melody or maybe write something. So that is God's blessing. I have no contribution in that. That is something which is God's thing. But then, as a company, Instant Lyrics would be nurturing talent who would be interested in this art, and we are kind of trying to understand how we can formulate this into a proper structure, because I know, from a working perspective, I know exactly what is, but then I would require people, maybe for example, for a grammar, I would require teachers. So those people would be required, because I can't go ahead and teach, like for example, a school, it would require different teachers for different subjects.
Yeah.
So that way, I would definitely be looking after the finer nuances wherein that person is actually working. So master classes and stuff, these I can look into. But with regards to the very basic understanding, how to understand kafiya, how to understand meter, so these initial things, internet is available nowadays. So everything people who would want to understand, they can. But then from that perspective, I would want to open an institution somewhere down the line wherein this would be taught to people in a more structured way, because lyricists are gone are the days wherein lyricists were just behind the scene. Nowadays people know who Amitabh Bhattacharya is. Nowadays people know who Gulzar Sahab is. So having said that, it's important for people to understand, and having been a bass player, I know how, even that bass player used to play at the back of the band, but nowadays people understand how important that grounding is. So similarly, from a lyrical point perspective, people know how important a lyricist's
The lyricist
role
is,
is, because
yeah.
melody and lyric, once that blends and creates magic, only then would it create an emotion which would release dopamines in the mind, and then it would kind of create a particular feeling which that person would be experiencing, and that would in turn affect the experience, and that would in turn affect the surroundings and make the world a better place. So this entire thing is a very science oriented thing, but then it's got art in it as well.
Correct.
So this finer nuance has to be understood, and that is why it is very important to start from scratch. So that is why I would require a proper team. So if some people are interested, we can sit down and brainstorm how we can
Collaborate and
actually
go for a larger
bring
cause.
that to life. Because with my knowledge and my experience, with my experience, I would want to share the same with people and kind of bring this to life. Also, people who are interested in funding the same and how to actually create a
difference.
A difference to the world. I would be more than happy to be part of it, and how we can go ahead and do this. So these are definitely things which are at a very nascent stage, and I'm thinking on those lines. But then to make it a reality is a different ballgame altogether. Yeah.
What a soulful and insightful conversation this had been. Soham, thank you for opening up your heart.
Thank you so
and
much.
letting us explore not just your lyrics, but the life, the struggles, and the dreams behind them.
Mm-hmm.
To our listeners, this was just a beginning. Soham Majumdar is not only writing songs, he is also writing history. And very soon, I am very much positive on this rather, his first ever book will be released. A book born out of these very stories, our podcast, emotions, and the financial realities of a lyricist's life. We promise you, this book will not just be read, it will be felt by all. It will leave an impact far beyond words, just like this podcast has. Until then, keep listening, keep feeling, and remember, every lyric has an untold story. From Jomia Adda, we wish Soham the very best on his new journey.
Thank you.
The
so
world
much.
is waiting, and we are certain it will be a masterpiece, Soham.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Means a lot.